Back in the early 1930s, a young man by the name of George Montgomery Letts was one of 14 children of a Russian immigrant farmer. They lived on a ranch outside of Brady, Montana. And fun on a Friday night in those days, I mean, besides watching the moth go up the curtain, meant sitting at a soda fountain and playing the jukebox. And George spent most of his nickels, that's how much it cost back then, on a song called Chasing Rainbows by some guy named Glenn Miller. Well, 10 years later, George was an aspiring actor at 20th Century Fox. The studio wanted to promote his career, so guess what? They cast him in a brand new musical called Orchestra Wives, starring the guy on the jukebox, Glenn Miller. He told Glenn that he felt that they were like old friends. And Miller said, hey, you really were a friend, George, because anybody who fed us nickels back in those days was really helping out the old cause. In addition to George Montgomery and the Glenn Miller Band, today's movie features Ann Rutherford, Lynn Barry, Carol Landis, and Cesar Romero, with Dale Evans and Jackie Gleason and Harry Morgan in supporting roles. Orchestra Wives was a follow-up to Sun Valley Serenade, which showcased the Glenn Miller Band for the very first time. Well, it was so popular that Fox created the film we're going to see especially for the Glenn Miller Orchestra, and they are terrific in this, too. Kalamazoo is in this one. Actress Lynn Barry and the dancing Nicholas brothers were brought back for the picture, too. You know, those are the guys that danced. Well, they used to jump off staircases, and that was only the beginning. Matt Gordon and Harry Warren supplied the song, so everything about this, especially musically, is just marvelous. Here's Glenn Miller in one of the best musicals of the 1940s, Orchestra Wives.